How's everybody doing? My name's Mike from Roots Canine Training, and I got Yoda with us today. So we're going to be working on him. Good boy. See, that's good. So when you see a dog stretching like that, that means they're comfortable, they're relaxing. That's actually a good thing. They're not tense. Come here, boy. Heel. So we want him stretching like that. We want him relaxing. So he can't sniff my couch either, so he's got to get corrected for that. What we're doing today is we're going to work with him on place, and we're going to be working on his sit and him staying in the sit. So even though I ask him to sit, I'm not going to say the word stay. I'm just going to say sit. If he looks like he's going to move, I'm going to repeat the command sit. When we say the word stay, if we're saying that word, if anybody's saying that word, they just mean, if you say sit and then stay, they mean I want you to keep sitting. So to say the word stay actually can confuse the dog. It's actually better to just keep it to one word, sit. We don't need to say stay, because then that's implied through the command, is that they should stay in the sit. So we call it a sit stay, but we only tell them to sit. So, all right, buddy, ready, sit. Good boy, good job. See, we've been working on it. The water, good boy. The water enabled me to start making that imprint with him, using a bowl of water to motivate him. So that helped me get this behavior. So we're going to go ahead and just start doing his place and getting him to do these sits for me and staying still. Now this is a very sensitive case. He's bitten before, and when he gets nervous and he's unsure about somebody, if he senses any frustration or anger from the person, he gets into a mode where he wants to bite. So the key is never get frustrated and angry, and always have something for the dog to do. If he's doing something I don't want him to do, it's either place, heel, or anything like that. So here we go. Heel, buddy. Place. Attaboy. So now that he's on place, he's got to stay there. He's not allowed off. If he gets off, I'll simply correct him and put him back on. Okay, heel. Good boy. Good boy. Sit. Good boy. Attaboy. It's a good boy. So when we pet the dog's chest, it makes him feel nice and proud. Good boy. Good boy. So when we're doing this, we're kind of keeping it like sit. So I'm repeating the command, sit. We're keeping it nice and fun and happy for him. You know, we want it to be like a fun thing for the dog to do this. Sit. 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 Good. Good. Sit. 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 Good boy. Good job. Good sit. So he did a good sit stay for me. Yeah. Good boy. Good boy. So then right from here, place. Attaboy. Good job. Sit. Attaboy. So what we want is we need control of the dog. We need the dog to understand what we're asking, and these commands are giving him a job. You know, he's starting to know what he's supposed to do. He's not allowed to just wander around my home. We actually have another dog right behind the camera. Rocky. He's a very small dog. He's been on my YouTube channel before, and I have my dog Roots on place over here in the corner. So he's not only doing this with other dogs around, you know, and he's not just doing the behavior, he's doing it with other dogs, and Rocky's pretty excited. So I'll show the dogs after I put him on place for his last time. Heel. Good boy. Good job. So we go past these couches. Nope, so he can't go towards my dog. Sit. No. Correction. Sit. Good boy. So that was my fault. I got to use a hand signal with him. Good boy. This dog responds to hand signals very well. So that's one thing I'll be teaching the owner. Good boy. Good sit. Yeah, good boy. What he was trying to do is he was trying to go towards my dog. Can't do that. You know, so he gets corrected for that. We also got to watch him around the couches. He wants to go on them. He's been in 4 different homes. I'm sure he was allowed to go in all the home on all the couches in all the homes. Good boy. Sit. So what I'm going to do with him is do the wraparound heel sit. So I'm going to step in front of him. I'm going to tell him to heel so he knows exactly where it is, and he's going to go around my body. Heel. Good. Good boy. Good boy. Sit. Yeah, good boy. Good boy. Attaboy. Okay, place. Yeah, good boy. Good job, buddy. Hey. So if you saw what happened, his paw came to the edge of place and it kind of slipped off, and I verbally corrected him. He put his paw back. When you see that, that means the dog's starting to really understand what you want from him. You're having real communication. There's some, real funny things about this dog. He's been in many different homes. There's certain things. He resource guards for sure, so if there's a bone or food on the ground, he's going to protect it. That's what he's learned in other homes. And one thing I noticed right away is that a napkin, and now when I whip this out, he might go into an automatic sit for me. When he sees this, he gets real submissive. Good boy. You see that? When he sees this napkin, I noticed right away he became calm, submissive. So this, when anybody's gotten a napkin out in front of this dog, they've wiped his face. He's never had a bad experience with the napkin. So this is real easy for him. Good boy. Let me get it, buddy. He drools all the time, so we got to keep him nice and clean. Good boy. Let me get them eyes. Yeah. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Place. No, no. So what I did, I used my body. I said no, and I walked towards the dog and put pressure on him, and he went back to place. That's exactly what we want. Place. Place. Good. Good boy. Good place. So this is why we always use a leash with the dog inside the home, especially when they first go home with the owners. I always tell the owners 6 months to a year with that leash on them. Attaboy, good place. Good boy, because he laid down on place. Good boy. 6 months to a year with the leash on the dog because, if the dog doesn't listen to you, you have to have a way to correct him, especially this dog. He will bite you if you go and grab his collar. You're just giving the dog direct access to how you're controlling them with your own arm. You're controlling them. They see what you're doing, so now they have something to bite to get you away because it's not a natural thing for them, to be on a leash. You have to teach them how to be on a leash. And when we use a leash, the dog doesn't have any access to the human to hurt the human. This dog, he resource guards, so, we're working on the obedience commands with him just to get, a good layout for him so he understands when someone says place, that means you go here and you can't leave. When we take you to the crate, you cannot fight the crate. You have to go right in, and this is where you relax. The crate's also where you get your food, And so we keep it real consistent for them, and we keep a lot of rules and boundaries, and then they know exactly what they're allowed to do and not do. And we still have to correct them. There is no trained dogs. There's only dogs in training. Every day we're training the dogs, even ones that know a lot of good behaviors and have been trained. You still teach them more and more, and they still do things they're not supposed to do, and you have to be around and say, hey, don't do that. But you have to say it in a way that they understand and respect. You can't say no and smack a dog on the nose. You can't give them a punishment that is not balanced, you see. So we can't punish them in anger or anything like that. I believe one of the homes he was in, somebody was striking him. And, dogs develop bad habits when they're not with a balanced human being. So what they need from a human is someone who's positive, upbeat, not lazy. They need all those things. The dogs are athletic. This dog loves to walk. He's a bigger dog. Hey. Now I did that because he's chewing on his own foot. We can't let him do that. He's probably got his foot bothering him, but we have to discourage that because he could hurt himself. The behavior can become neurotic. So they really need a human that's balanced and is very even keel in life. And especially this dog, he's going to require just a very strong leader to keep him from ever biting again. But he's doing a very good job, and we're just going to keep going and keep taking him farther and farther. Sometimes we can't put a time limit on a dog. Some dogs, everything happens very quick. Some dogs it takes a little bit longer. But he's not crazy. He doesn't bite for no reason or anything. He bites when he's guarding something, is what I've learned. So the dog's not crazy. He is very predictable, and almost all dogs are. They're very predictable, but if you don't know the signs, then you're not going to know what to look for. Let me go ahead and show you guys the other dogs we got hanging out here. So we got Mr. Rocky. You're so dark, Rocky. No one can see you. Mr. Rocky hanging out on place, and we got Roots hanging out doing doing a good job. And we got Mr. Yoda hanging out on place, being a good boy. Good boy, Yoda. Good boy. Good place, buddy. Good boy, Rocky. So everybody's doing what they're supposed to do, and this is how it should be with dogs. They should be very calm. They should just be okay if you tell them to go to their place. They should be able to just hang out, and there shouldn't be any issues. They shouldn't be trying to get up because I'm doing work with Yoda over here. You know, they shouldn't be trying to leave place, which they didn't. You know, but that only comes with time and consistency.